This week we are talking about creation, God creating the universe. But before we get started with God creating the universe, let's begin the discussion by recognizing not everybody believes God created the universe the way the Bible says it does. Are you aware of the other creation stories? Let's take a look.
Most religions have a single creation story. Hinduism has many. This is because for Hindus there is no single creation, but periodic cycles of creation. The universe we live in is one of innumerable universes. The story of our universe begins with a vast ocean. A serpent, Anantashesh, floats on its surface. Vishnu is asleep in its coils. A lotus sprouts from his navel. On top sits the four-headed demigod Brahma. At first, Brahma can't tell who he is or what he should do. Vishnu encourages Brahma to create the world from the materials he has provided. After eons of meditation, Brahma hears a sound arising from the depths of the ocean, a humming that increases in volume, the sacred Om. Brahma splits the lotus into three parts. One becomes the heavens, another the sky, the third the earth. He creates grass, flowers, trees, birds, fish, and other animals. The world fills with living, breathing things. Regularly, within the cycles of creation, Brahma wants to produce more species or to increase the population of the universe. One time he produced two forms, a male and female, and they combined to give birth to sons. Another time he divided in two, becoming male and female. The female part became a cow, and the male part a bull. They give birth to calves. Then she became a mare, and he became a horse. They have foals. And so the process continued to expand the living world.
The universe is everything, from the tiniest particles to the largest galaxies to the very existence of space, time, and life. But how did it all begin? The origin of the universe is the origin of everything. Multiple scientific theories, plus creation myths from around the world, have tried to explain its mysterious genesis. However, the most widely accepted explanation is the Big Bang Theory. The Big Bang Theory states that the universe began as a hot and infinitely dense point. Only a few millimeters wide, it was similar to a supercharged black hole. About 13.7 billion years ago, this tiny singularity violently exploded. And it is from this explosion, this bang, that all matter, energy, space, and time were created. What happened next were two major stages of the universe's evolution. Called the radiation and matter eras, they're defined by key events that helped shape the universe.
This story is told in an old book, thousands of years old. Every word I'm about to tell you is true. Some of it will be hard to believe, but the truth is often stranger than fiction. In the beginning, before the first man was created, before the earth, the sun, the stars, even before light and time were created, there was God. He alone existed without beginning, but he was not lonely. Unlike finite man, God exists simultaneously as three persons in one. Each distinct person is co-equal and co-eternal, one in essence, nature, power, action, and will. He communed with himself in harmonious love. But God wanted to share his life. He wanted friends and neighbors. The Bible tells us God created numerous kinds of angelic beings to offer praise around his throne. But one, called Lucifer, led a third of them in rebellion. God cast them out of heaven, and Lucifer's name was changed to Satan. But this is not their story. This is the story of God working with mankind. In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. And it came to pass that the earth was formless and void, and the Creator moved upon the face of the waters. Suddenly, God spoke into the darkness.
"Let there be light."
It was not as many modern men suppose. The Creator did not make use of evolution. He created all things by simply speaking them into existence. In 6 24-hour days, God made plants and animals to populate the earth.
So there are lots of different creation stories from around the world. Different tribes have stories. Perhaps there are even stories in Papua about how the world was created. But we know that the Bible says that God spoke the world into existence and he created it in 7 days. Well, 6 days, and on the 7th day he rested. But let me ask you a question for our discussion below. Does it matter what we believe about creation? Does it make a difference if we believe the science story of the Big Bang, or the Hindu story, or the Christian story? Does it really even matter? What do you think?